And a continuation of the draft here we go, as we will continue here on NXT UK, and we will close out the night here, and tomorrow we'll continue it on AEW Dynamite. But we will continue the next 5 rounds here on NXT UK. And what a couple of rounds it has been tonight on NXT. And let's see if NXT UK here, if the shows, the companies continue to carry on the craziness, the wildness, the tomfooleries. As this match tonight is going to be pretty big here, pretty huge. 2 guys that were our former NXT champions. The first time ever showing their face here on NXT UK. And Drew McIntyre said, hey, let me get in this. Let me get a fight over there. Just Drew McIntyre knows he'll be headed to the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. Decided to pick him as one of the first picks that they were able to do. And they chose quite the man to do it, quite the man to lead them into the future. Alright, the NWA does have the next pick, and we will be revealing that after this matchup, after this huge matchup of former NXT champions. And 2 guys that are already taken off the board. That's one thing. These 2 guys are already taken off the board. They already know their home. They know where they're going to go. And for them, it's good. Some of the other wrestlers out here tonight that we will see probably still do not have a home yet. But we know that Samoa Joe is going to ECW. Meanwhile, Mr. Drew McIntyre will be headed to the National Wrestling Alliance. So this is the last time we will see these men compete for quite a while, unless they get paired up and fight again in any kind of Survivor Series, because that's sometime that, well, one of the only times we are being told that the worlds will collide, that brands will face off against each other, that companies will go up against each other in the Survivor Series event. And look at Drew McIntyre unleashing strikes, not letting it up. Big time stomps. Here we go. Look at the stomps here by Drew. Is NXT UK very happy to have these 2 men host these men here tonight, so they can compete, make them some money here tonight. As Drew laying the leg down on Joe, and Joe says, it might be a little too early still to beat me, but I don't know. Drew's been he started off real happy against Samoa Joe, a veteran of this craft, plus 20 plus years doing this. Yeah, you can't take that away from this man. Never. You can't take that away. That's just experience that you cannot take away no matter what. And Drew says, I'm going to go for the pin. Joe says, nah, I don't think so. They just drew this man like yesterday's garbage. And a big time drop right there. And on the head, just on the body. But you're going to need to do a lot more than that. It's a big time move, but not what you want to do here. Is Joe covering up his face? Joe says, I got smacks for you. I got punches for you. I got headbutts for you, baby. Now going back to the leg here of Drew, and going on the thigh, on the back of Drew's leg there. And it's not looking good for Drew right now, as Joe delivering counters. But look at Drew unleashing his fury of strikes. He said, I don't care. I don't care if you're one of the best strikers out there. I'm going to give you a fight. And Drew lays him down right there. And Drew's so smooth to come back into it. That's what makes Drew so dangerous. Yeah, there's a while where he looks like he's getting his ass kicked, but he'll figure himself out. He'll figure a way to come back, and that's what champions do. As Drew McIntyre lays him down with a DDT right there. Tonight, on tonight's show, we will feature round number 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So we will have those rounds here tonight for you. NXT UK, big show tonight for them. Get a lot of names that they might not get. You know, they had the chance to draft Drew McIntyre. They didn't go there because NXT said, we're going to take that first one off of your hands. But I think if they had the choice, I think Drew McIntyre would have been here I think Drew McIntyre would have been chosen by NXT UK, and they would say, hey, welcome to the party, baby. But instead, they have welcomed Will Ospreay to the party. And Will Ospreay still waiting to see if that Matt will say he is coming to NXT UK. He is waiting to see what NXT UK builds around, and they've done a good job. They've picked two guys that have said, hey, maybe we won't show up, maybe we will. They have the House of Black. They have Pac. They have a very talented little lineup right now so far. Again, they are sharing picks with NXT, so you don't get the full pick compared to other brands where they get so many more big stars, big names, but they've done a good job. Just a couple of controversial picks here and there. Now they have Sheamus as well, former world champion, a veteran of WWE. They're dragging off the former NXT UK champion, so you wonder if he'll continue to be champion, or if they're going to tell him, we're going to have to see what we get. We're going to make you earn it again, make you become a two-time champion. You have still so much to go yet for that company, but we'll see what they go there. I mean, they have Kenta, they have Rush, and they have Tyler Bate. Big names there. Maybe Ospreay wants to get himself involved with some of those guys and fight them. I mean, NXT UK will have the next pick as well, so they will be able to choose somebody, and we'll see who they choose from the pairing that they do get. And right now, Drew McIntyre is looking for the end. Drew McIntyre hits the Claymore on Samoa Joe. Oh, but Joe says no, baby. It's not happening. It's not happening here tonight. If Samoa Joe was able to kick out of that Claymore, usually that Claymore expels the end for the opponent on the other side. And Joe said, I'm not no regular opponent. Come on, baby. ECW is very happy to see Joe fighting here and not going down without a fight. Very happy with their pick. Samoa Joe tossing Drew McIntyre across the ring. And big punch here. And Joe now might be thinking time for the Coquina Clutch. Whoop, drop, there it is. The Coquina Clutch is on Drew. Will he put Drew to sleep? Will he make him tap? What is Drew McIntyre's state going to be here? This is a difficult submission. Oh, yeah, there it is. Applying the pressure. Oh, no, Drew. I'll use the back of my head to survive a little bit. And Joe says, I'm going to go for the pin. Maybe I can be able to get you loopy enough. And oh! Joe with the win! Okay. Samoa Joe just says, I'm going to push you off me. And let that be it. He did put the Coquina Clutch on Drew, and Drew did hit the back of his head, but you gotta wonder if Drew was like, you know what? Let's just make it to power. I don't know. NWA might have been choosing. I don't know. They might have chosen Drew McIntyre wrongly. They should have chosen Joe. Look, Joe pick up the win here tonight. Well, but the win goes to Joe here tonight. And I'm about to announce the next picks. The NWA, this one they're saying to someone they are very confident with and very happy with, I guess, because the Pope D'Angelo De Niro will remain with NWA. Up next, NXT UK will summon the service of a man that we saw earlier actually compete. And that's good. Minoru Suzuki will be making his way over here to NXT UK. Can't wait to see what he is able to bring. AEW says we're going to stick again to their strategy, which has been keeping their talents as best as they can. The Men of the Year, Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page will remain all elite. And up next, this one's going to, who's going to take this one up? Who's taking this one? It's between WCW and ECW. It is the Dirty Sexy Boys. JTG and Fandango are going to ECW, so that's a little bit of bolstering up for the tag team division over there. Does need a little help. Not many much tag teams have been selected over there, but that adds to that roster where the Briscoe brothers are at over there. After that, up next, Impact Wrestling says, we've done a great job with our picks, and we're not bragging about it, but they're going to continue with Johnny Impact. John Morrison, Johnny Impact, he remains till the round 22, and he's gone now. He's gone. And WWE says, you know what, we're going to pick a great talker, a man that was in the NXT system, and now he went up. We're going to take LA Knight. LA Knight will close out round 22 as he is headed to WWE again. He'll stay there. And round 23 will start up next after the next match is over. We'll continue our coverage here tonight on NXT UK. This is only the first match between Joe and Drew McIntyre. As here we go, match number 2 tonight. It is Shotzi Blackheart. And I don't know where we're putting this, but we'll figure that out as we go, because that's how this has been working. Surprise matchups here from everywhere. That's how this has been working. But Shotzi Blackheart, who's just recently got selected in the last episode of NXT, she got selected to be All Elite, and she's going to be headed to Elite Wrestling. But tonight, she will be competing here tonight on NXT UK. And we'll see who her opponent is here tonight. But I know Tony Khan is very happy to have this woman in his division and light it up, and we'll see where that division goes headed forward. They've taken a couple names from WWE from the women's division, Asuka, Bayley, and here we go. Who is her opponent? It's not the Road Dogg. It's not the Road Dogg. I'm gonna just let you guys know it's not Road Dogg. But let's see. It is a Blair Davenport, and she was already selected by NXT. They're one of the NXT UK, one of their first picks as well. So very highly touted. It is someone that NXT UK believes in, believes that can lead them towards a future. Still young and hungry, and hoping to become one of the big names for NXT UK. But I know Shotzi's like, all right, this is who I'm going to compete against. This is good. It's a good fight. I'm ready for this one. And she is here at her home telling them, this is my home now. This is my ring. So this is a big match for her right here. Not just because every match is a big match, but this is a big match for her to establish her dominance. And tell them, this is why I was the number 1 pick of NXT UK. This is why they said, we see something in you. And see if she makes them happy that she was selected, or if Shotzi Blackheart will come in here and say, hey, that's why Tony Khan took me with All Elite. 2 women that were selected in different rounds in the draft. One towards the beginning, one's a little bit towards the middle of it all. But there's a face buster right off the bat right there. Shotzi might be thinking, I'm walking out of here with the win. I don't care. I'm walking out of here with the win. I'm going to leave to All Elite Wrestling with the W, build my momentum up. Some of these wrestlers are seen as that. Build some momentum here. Get some momentum, get a win, get a W, and take that over to your new company. Tell them, hey, look, I took on somebody else's star and I beat the crap out of them. I beat them. And that's how Samoa Joe's going to feel after defeating Drew McIntyre like that. Billy Corgan's thinking to himself, okay, maybe Drew didn't really try that much, or maybe he didn't. But, Drew's the man that sends something pride. Either way, it's a shocker. So when you lose a matchup in this, it's still a shocker. I get it. You're trying to preserve yourself. No titles are on the line here. It's just more about dominance and showing the other person you're better than them in the competitive spirit. And, Blair's bringing it out here. Blair's saying, I'm going to bring the fight out here. But Shotzi's like, no, we're going to take the fight back inside. Don't worry about it. The big punches are coming here. The big punches are coming. They're smacking. They're coming after. And a big kick. And Shotzi thought she avoided one, but Blair was able to show her another kick. And now Blair Davenport is pulling it together here. Went for the kick there. Shotzi with a counter. Went for the leg again here. Shotzi thought she could get the better of Blair. And now Blair Davenport bringing it to the corner over here. What is Blair doing? Shots in the midsection here. And Blair Davenport might just have Shotzi Blackheart where she wants her, as Davenport has taken full control of this matchup now. And look at Davenport using it Oh, she is smart. She has come out here aggressive and wants to end this matchup as quickly as possible. But Shotzi not going to allow that. Shotzi Blackheart coming in with big punches here. Coming in with strikes here. Strikes again. Strike with the head, with the knee, but the counter again by Davenport. But look at Shotzi again. She has heart. She has a fight. She's not giving up without that fight. Blackheart, bam, right there, dropping Davenport on her head. Maybe just now slows the pace up for Shotzi to take the match where she wants to take it. Oh, wait a second. Best thing since sliced the bread. Best thing since sliced bread. And Shotzi is walking out here. No, kick out by Davenport. Oh, wait a second. What is going on? Oh, no. Look at that arm about to get... Oh, trying to take it out of its socket. And Shotzi going high risk. High reward! She went for the drive, and she got it. And Davenport is going to be upset. Oh, kick out. And Shotzi's like, what? How? The ballsy badass is in trouble now as Davenport's trying to put it together now, but I know that was a scare there for Davenport. That Shotzi was going to pull up the upset here tonight on her in NXT UK. Drop kick to the back, nothing there. Shotzi now. Working on the arm. Oh, back to the arm again, and now twisting that arm there, and Davenport's in trouble here. And oh, look at that. She's thinking that arm break could have done enough. And it could have done enough. Oh, but Davenport again. We saw Joe win a match just like that after he hit the coquina clutch and just threw Drew McIntyre around. That, hey, that could be all it takes to win now. But Shotzi, Blair back with the big smack there. And Davenport now trying to connect again, but Shotzi fighting Davenport off here. And now Shotzi getting Davenport to the corner. Shotzi again. Look at Shotzi Blackheart. That's what's going to make her so dangerous. That's what's going to make her so dangerous in All Elite Wrestling. But Blair Davenport might be thinking, time to put down Shotzi Blackheart. But Shotzi with the counter. Now Shotzi trying to block for whatever comes up her way. A big running knee was coming her way, and Shotzi was able to block it. But Davenport now says, you're done. And Davenport is putting it all together. The momentum is being built here. Blair, double foot stomps, nothing there. Shotzi was able to get the right big boot though. Blair Davenport said, I'm going to run this one. Get that big boot up. She saw that Shotzi counter, but Shotzi kicks out. It was a nice transition there. Shotzi was able to counter. Blair said, oh no, and then she went running on a mission. Double foot stomp this time, and it won't work. Oh, Shotzi kicks out. Shotzi Blackheart kicks out again. And Blair Davenport's now growing frustrated. Now she is frustrated with the results of what's going on. Went for a big chop, nothing there. Shotzi now delivering a big twisted elbow counter there by Blair. Countered by Shotzi. The counters are coming left and right here. As now, Shotzi, go DDT. And Shotzi says, I've done this before and I'll do it again. Fall down into the black pit there. And kick out again by Davenport. And Shotzi says, what's it going to take? Like, really, what's it going to take for me to get this W? Blackheart now on the back of Blair Davenport. What's it going to take now? Both women now and fully invested into this. Blair was in here because this is her home now. This is her territory. NXT UK is now her ring. Shotzi just wants to prove that, hey, I should have been picked higher than where I was. And Shotzi Blackheart is delivering it. And Blair Davenport right now twisted around. Here comes Shotzi. Shotzi got the back drop right there. Back drop. And on the neck, she's feeling it. And Blair is in trouble because Shotzi right now tossing her out to the outside. Try to get a little bit of moment to breathe. Try to figure out in your mind what's your next step, what's your next move. There's someone who's already kicked out of your best move twice. The crowd here tonight at NXT UK enjoying the crowd here in London, loving themselves this matchup here between these two ladies in a big time elbow wear. The refs counts at 3 after this one. Ref counted a little bit slow to me, but hey. Maybe the refs enjoying this matchup. As what was that? She just hit her on the, I don't know. She just threw it right there. So here you go. Enjoy that. Shotzi back into the ring, and Blair Davenport telling the crowd, I think I have a mind plan. I have a game plan. I know what I'm about to do to this woman. And Shotzi's in trouble here. Blair went for the big kicks and just worked once for her. And again dropping her on her back there. And Blair trying to pick herself up here. Shotzi, jawbreaker. Look at Shotzi relentless now. She is not letting up. She is attacking with everything she's got. And Shotzi's going high risk. Shotzi's like, you are not going to kick out of this 3 times. Nope. And on this time, Blair says, I've seen it already twice. I've seen it twice. I know how to put it down. And Blair now. This is your moment now, Blair. You've got the momentum you needed. You countered the big move. What's Blair doing? What is Blair? Blair says, I'm going for a double foot stomp here. But Shotzi says, I've been hit by that one, so I'm not going to get by it again. But a dog! Oh, crap. That's impressive. As now Davenport, after that neck breaker, double foot stomps. Blair Davenport. Got it. Davenport says, this is my house. What a match by these two ladies. Blair Davenport came to NXT UK, was drafted by NXT UK, and says, hey, this is my home. You're going to be seeing me do things like that. Maybe not looking like I'm about to lose a match, but I'm going to get the W every single time. And now we're going to go into round 23, and it will be started by WWE. And they're going to go future build here, as they're going to pick Carmelo Hayes. The NXT star will be making his look out to WWE's territory, land of Raw and SmackDown. He's excited about that. Impact Wrestling says, you know what, we took Johnny Impact with the last one. Let's take Taya Valkyrie, a former Impact Knockouts champion. Big time move right there by Impact Wrestling. Next one's going to ECW, as they just picked up the Dirty Sexy Boys. They're going to pick up another one, and Eddie Edwards, as he will be headed to the land of Extreme. Up next will be All Elite Wrestling. They're staying again with someone they know that's All Elite, and he will remain All Elite. Andrade El Idolo will remain All Elite. And the next one is going to NXT UK. And this is the one that Blair Davenport is watching. She's taking a look at, seeing if it's going to be another challenger for her. This one's going to NXT. It is Brian Cage. The Machine has arrived to NXT. And we'll see how he goes in that line that's going to feature Moose. It's going to feature Kota Ibushi. It's going to feature Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Drew Gulak. See what goes on over there at that spot. And now to close out this round, round 23, the Jordan round. And WA, the National Wrestling Alliance, says, you know, we have Matt Cardona. Let's bring in Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green headed to the National Wrestling Alliance. We are now going to continue to round 24 in the next match. Boom. Joe Gacy happy to make his way down here. A man that still has not been picked up yet, but still very young and talented. But that's the thing, he's still young, so that's the thing about Joe Gacy. We don't know if when he's gonna be picked up or when someone's gonna take a chance on him. But Joe Gacy, again, could be one of those guys that doesn't get drafted but still has a home, still finds a home. There will be many people like that, guys and gals, that will have that chance. Just because they're not drafted here in these 50 rounds doesn't mean they won't get a home. They'll be able to find a contract wherever they can. They just won't be getting the big contracts. We'll see who his tag team partner here tonight is. It's a big dude. Alexander Hammerstone, a big dude, a big man, a big beefy boy. Someone that I feel like, I don't know why WWE hasn't taken again. Not as well-known name out there, but from Major League Wrestling, we would love to have a home somewhere, and this is a good chance for him to show something here to the people watching. Hey, this is my time. And he'll team up with Joe Gacy, and that's quite the odd pairing. Again, odd pairing. This is just a match to show some of the names that are still out there that might have homes, might not have homes. A veteran of the craft, a man that you would not go wrong in picking up. Very talented. Jay Lethal. I don't know why no one has taken this man yet, but Jay Lethal would be a great add to your company. And hopefully now his name is out there here. A veteran that can provide so much, teach so much the talent, and get you going. And Danny Burch, another veteran that I am surprised. Well, I'm not actually surprised yet because I knew not many people understand the brilliance of this guy right here and what he could bring to the table. But Danny Burch is happy to be here and hoping that he gets picked up as well. Remember, next round will be round 24 after this matchup. Last pick was done by the National Wrestling Alliance, so they will have the next pick, and then it will be done by NXT. I'm being told NXT UK, so NXT UK is about to add someone else than All Elite Wrestling, and then I believe it will be WCW, then Sami Zayn, and Impact Wrestling. I just gave one away, didn't I? Why did I tell you? And then it will be done by WWE. That's where we're going to go there, yeah. The tag in now is Gacy starting it off with Danny Burch, but here comes Hammerstone. Let's see what this big man can bring. Let's see what kind of fight he brings. He's pushing him off. Like, he's telling Danny Burch, you're not, oh, look at these smacks. Now Burch says, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to have to get in this one against you, man. Oh, a chop to the back and a kick to hard-hitting Danny Burch. As Jay Lethal now says, okay, let me prove myself here. As it's Jay Lethal and Hammerstone in the ring together. As Alec Hammerstone is in trouble here. As here comes the punches by Lethal. Lethal, whoa. Jay Lethal says, I'm going to get it quick. And Alex Hammerstone seeing a different level of competition here tonight. It seems a little bit perplexed here. But the quick tags between Burch and Lethal are weird pairing. But hey, they're here tonight. And pushing off of him, a big time hit right there as he goes down to the ground there. Another tag in now as here comes Jay Lethal. And Hammerstone making the tag in to Gacy, and Gacy says, I guess I got to do this all for my team here. But Jay Lethal's like, yeah, you're not a veteran like me, kid. You'll one day hopefully have some potential. But right now, you're not nowhere near me. And look at Jay Lethal. Okay. Yeah, Jay Lethal said that we're going to end this match quick. You guys ain't going to do nothing to us. We want to establish dominance here. Jay Lethal going high risk, and Jay delivering that elbow down. And Gacy now is out. As Hammerstone barely picking himself up from the outside. I don't think Hammerstone was ready. I think he was like, I'm just going to build all this muscle, but I don't think he was ready for this experience that he's facing right now between Danny Burch and Jay Lethal. That's a lot of experience to come up against. And again, back to work on the arms. Suplex. Back to more forearms, more shots, and look at that, hitting the back of Danny Burch. And Gacy's like, come on, you need to wake up, monster, wake up. And is Hammerstone going to wake up, or... Oh, Danny Burch being tossed to the outside. Are we going to see the Alexander Hammerstone that we've seen in MLW? I think we will, because he's starting to get it out together here. And look at the powerbomb. Oh, no, countered by Danny Burch. Oh, big knockout punch. But Hammerstone said that's the best punch you got. He got up like that. And a clothesline there by Jay Lethal. Was able to dodge the clothesline that Hammerstone was going to bring and does his own version. And now here comes Hammerstone now. Says, I got power. Look at this. He's like, I'm going to use it now. Tag in to Gacy. Gacy's like, all right, let me lead the charge here. Let me show you how it's done. Jay Lethal in trouble, and Gacy delivers. Look at this. Gacy's now running wild now. I think he's figured it out too. And now Jay Lethal, in the bright lights of NXT UK, got to both of these guys. They didn't know where they were going. Names like Jay Lethal and Danny Burch got to them, and their inexperience was showing. But now they are now in control as Hammerstone and Gacy are in control. But no, wait, Jay Lethal finds a way to reverse everything that's been coming his way. Mix a tag in there. Again, random pairings here tonight in this tag team division matchup. But hey, guys that have not been drafted yet, want to get drafted. Some people say they might not be drafted, or they might just find homes after the draft. And I don't think Jay Lethal will be in that discussion. I don't think Danny Burch will be in that discussion. Hammerstone might be in that discussion, and maybe Gacy as well. But we'll see. Again, there's still plenty of rounds left. We're barely about to hit the halfway mark. And round 25, we're around 24, but we're about to hit that soon. And Burch coming in right here. This is the third match of the night tonight, and what a night it's been with Samoa Joe against Drew McIntyre. Joe picked up the win there. A match between Shotzi Blackheart and Blair Davenport. That hell, it was the best match of the night tonight. And right now we are getting this pairing here of the tag team divisions here. Well, this is just tag team here. That's all it is. They were told, hey, you guys need a match to show what you guys can do. Yeah, they're going to be tagging up with this man here, and this man here is now Hammerstone thinking that was enough. Hammerstone was thinking that was enough to beat Danny Burch in the trust. Oh, no, kick out there. The trust by Lethal to Burch, telling him, hey, I know I don't have to get in there and save you, so go ahead. Go ahead and kick out of this. Because if he had to go in there and save him, that would have been different. But look at Gacy now suplexing the life out of him. And Gacy trying to make the tag into Lethal, but Burch was trying to make the tag into Lethal. And now here comes Joe Gacy. Gacy trying to deliver some shots. No. Danny Burch says, I got you here, brother. I got you. And a big kick that's not come from anywhere there. There was nothing there to be given. And now Danny Burch. It's got the cross. Oh, come on. The rope break saving Gacy. I don't know if it was sheer luck or if it was the brilliance of Gacy. And now there's a kick out by Gacy there. And Jay Lethal tossed to the outside by Hammerstone. And Burch saying, you want some of this? You want some of this fight? Okay. And now Burch tossing Hammerstone to the outside. It's now Gacy. It's now Burch. Ooh, that's the better of it. Look at Burch. Burch is taking down the less experienced Gacy. And Burch says, big knee there. I think that could be enough. I honestly think that was enough to end it. But Jay Lethal fighting on the outside with Hammerstone. This match has just lost all sorts of control. And there's Burch with a double drop kick. Hurts him just as much, but going for the pinfall and possibly the win. Jay Lethal says, what happened? Jay Lethal thought, Jay Lethal touched him. And Burch again. What happens when you tag up with someone you have no experience with? Incidents like that. But Jay Lethal says, you know what? I got to go for the lethal injection. Get the W here. Gacy's in trouble here as Alex Hammerstone trying to get to the corner over there with his tag team partner. Burch is following him. But I think, look at this. Burch Oh, Hammerstone pulls him away. Birch on the other side, still trying to find the fight here. And the tag. Oh, Gacy's. I'm going to just go for the running senton there. And says, I see you too, Danny Birch. You want a piece of me? And Gacy will power bomb to the outside. Thanks for coming, Birch. And again, that's smart though. Jay Lethal said, you were not paying attention. I'm going to teach you a lesson. Lethal DDT right there. That head hitting the hardest part of the ring. Neckbreaker. You know, Joe Gacy got caught up in everything, the whole matchup, getting bought into it. And then that's where Jay Lethal says, I see you messing up. You gotta not, you can't put your back against me because I will make you pay for it. And now Jay Lethal said, oh, drop on the outside. The arm of Jay Lethal. No, sorry, the arm of Joe Gacy and Jay Lethal's leg right there ready to go. And now here comes Gacy back into the ring. What is Joe Gacy doing? He thought he could go for a kick and thought it wouldn't be countered. And there was a counter, double counter. These men are here protecting themselves. Now Joe Gacy just tosses Lethal like that. Hits him on the back of the apron there. Of the corner, the corner is there, ready to be used as a weapon. The turnbuckles are ready. They're ready to go. Someone has to use those turnbuckles. Super kick. Oh, missed. Nothing there. He went for a lower kick at the bottom. Actually, he went for the leg kick. It didn't work there. As now making the tag into Hammerstone. Hammerstone fresh and ready for this one. And Jay Lethal thought he could get surprised with the kick. As now Hammerstone. Because I got you now, Lethal. He's like, I got you now, huh? Who's better now? And Jay Lethal says, that's experience again. You're talking too much trash, trying to do too much. And Jay Lethal got him with the stunner there. Springboard stunner, got it. And now Jay Lethal said, I got to make the tag in. Come on, Danny. Get in there. Put this man out. Danny Burch a little well rested now. And Hammerstone says, this is night-night. No counter there. The counter as Hammerstone was trying to end the days of Danny Burch. Now the tag in to Jay Lethal. Here come the two veterans working together to take on the bigger man of MLW. Undrafted still. And he's in trouble now because Jay Lethal might be thinking it's going to be time for lethal consequences, or maybe a lethal injection, or maybe a lethal W. I don't know. Jay Lethal, big knees there again. They've been doing that a lot to Hammerstone, working on the head of him. And hey, we know we can't really hurt his body. His body's well conditioned and it's a big dude, but the head area, we can concuss him, maybe put him a little out of here. Big kick there, missed again. Jay Lethal been trying to go for that kick and has not been working in his favor. But Jay Lethal got a suplex reverse. Oh, it's like a reverse suplex. It's like you push him the opposite side suplex. As Jay Lethal now, it's got Danny Burch over here telling him, hey, we're going to make this catch. We're going to make this all by Hammerstone says, no more, none of these anymore. Hammerstone delivering punches to the midsection of Jay Lethal. Hammerstone now. Look at the power, so easily done. Jay Lethal in trouble here. Oh, Hammerstone just wants to prove. We can see how powerful you are, big boy. It's a big power move. Hammerstone dropping him on his back. Now the tag in to Joe Gacy. Gacy dropping in here. Joe Gacy now picks up. Drops down on the back of the head of Jay Lethal. Lethal's in trouble. Lethal, a kick out there. Jay says, it hurts, definitely, but it's not enough to put me out. Big time punch there by Joe Gacy on the down. Jay Lethal trying to figure out where he was. And you're going to figure out where you are here with the power bomb like that. And go for the pinfall. Danny Burch says, I might have to get in this one. Danny Burch breaking up the pinfall there. Thinking that could have been ended. Look at Joe Gacy now. Oh, flips him around. Powerbomb. What a sit-down powerbombing. And Burch is out. But Burch finds it now. As Gacy wouldn't just let him go. Should just let him stay down. Jay Lethal says, pile driver should work. A pile driver by Jay Lethal. Hammerstone says, I gotta come in. And Hammerstone breaks it up. And Jay thought Hammerstone would be there, and nobody's there connecting to receive that. Jay Lethal now making the tag in to Danny Burch. Burch now has a chance, and the super kick knocks out Burch. Gacy running to Hammerstone, telling him, finish him off, finish him off. Hammerstone now with Burch, and now Burch says, I'm going to figure you out over here, make my tag into my partner. But Hammerstone says, okay, that's not how it works here, buddy. But Burch now counters that shot there. And what is this? This is just pure power. And now a cutter there by Burch. Burch thinking that could be enough to beat Hammerstone. And Gacy makes the save there. Gacy knows that a W now at this point will definitely get him maybe for sure drafted. Is the crowd out here yelling tag team wrestling? They're two teams that have never had experience before, but they're having themselves, as the kids would say, a banger of a match. Hammerstone thought a big clothesline could deliver there. Now Danny Burch says a big chop to the back and a kick to the front can knock you out. It's Lethal on the outside with Joe Gacy. Danny Burch on the inside with Hammerstone. The veterans are delivering. Oh no! The veterans had it there. They were delivering damage. They were doing what they had to do. And now Hammerstone says, I bet you didn't expect me to bring it down this slow, bring it down to your type of offense, did you, Danny Burch? Again, easy to pick up. Nothing for him to pick up there. And power again being displayed by Alexander Hammerstone. Jay Lethal wants to tag him, but he can't do nothing. Burch can't do nothing but to get the tag because Hammerstone's right in his way. The tag now into Joe Gacy, and there's Gacy again, seeing that Danny Burch wanted to make the run over to Lethal. Stops the momentum there, now making the tag back again. Frequent tags. These guys know at least the best, most successful thing in tag team wrestling, and that's an end of days. Jaw kick out by Danny Burch. And Hammerstone's upset. Gacy's like, hey, I'm trying to help you out here, man. Again, these tag teams that they never tag teamed with each other before. Hammerstone's got his attention on Lethal. Bad things here by these guys. Yeah, a little bit younger and a little bit not as experienced as these guys. And again, it goes to pay, but eventually it will pay off for Burch and Lethal. That is going to be the downfall for Hammerstone and Gacy. Now look at Hammerstone in trouble. There's a big knee. Big elbows here, big chops, big elbows, big chops. And I'm watching them right now. This is a lot of power being displayed here. And oh no, tombstone power driver. No, never mind. Running power slam by Hammerstone. A favorite of the big man like Hammerstone, a running power bomb that can destroy. What a tag team matchup this has been by two teams that have never tagged up together, but Lethal and Burch, the veterans, against Gacy and Hammerstone, the mastermind and the power. And that was enough. Gacy took him down, and Jay Lethal was like, I thought you had it, man. Again, Lethal thought that Burch would be able to kick out. But Gacy and Hammerstone at the beginning were getting dominated. There were some mistakes here and there. But if these guys, if there is a owner out there, and you're seeing towards the end of the rounds, these guys have not been taken, take both of these guys, put them together, and we'll see what can happen. But again, it's a possibility. These two might see each other in the future, might not see each other in the future. I don't know. But what I do know now is, you know that round 24 is coming up. You know that Impact Wrestling is getting Sami Zayn. But here we go. The National Wrestling Alliance has selected Heath. Heath is headed to the National Wrestling Alliance. Tegan Knox, you're going to NXT UK. As NXT UK has the next picks, and Tegan Knox, who we saw in action, will now have a home here at NXT UK. AEW again, they have been true and they have been sticking to their guns. Serena Deeb will remain all elite. Now, Private Party, a tag team that has so much upside, so much potential, and this one is going to WCW, as they will take Private Party. And like I already said earlier, I was giving you guys a free pick here from Impact Wrestling. Now going to Impact Wrestling, he is Sami Zayn, and it took so long to draft him. That's going to upset Sami Zayn. Believe that the conspiracies are true, but Sami Zayn is going to Impact Wrestling, and WWE says, you know what, we have Ezekiel somewhere in this draft, but we're going to take Elias because we like Elias better. So Elias will go to WWE, and WWE will start round 25. But what a tag team matchup this was here between teams that have never paired up before. Again, the nuances of being new tag teams. There was a mistake that cost it, and it was on the veteran side. I was surprised. But I will continue with NXT UK. What's been a good night tonight, and then we'll continue with round 25 and 26 up. And here we go, match number 4 tonight for round 25. A woman who needs no introduction, it's Carmella. Who has not been yet picked up yet, has not been selected yet, but Carmella would be an interesting pickup for your women's division as well. So I'm just throwing that out there. Carmella could be interesting, a good pick up, someone that can help your division become even stronger. Carmella still has not been chosen, but it's a possibility she will be soon. No, it's not the New Day. She's not competing against the New Day. Up next, it's Wendy. It's Wendy Choo. She's making her way out to the ring. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. Wendy Choo is out here. And this is someone who's not been drafted yet, but again, another woman who is a little bit less experienced than the rest out there, but definitely would be a great ad for the future. Someone who is very over with the people here, who the people love to see come out and compete. Great character that she does perceive here. Look at this. A little tired, a little sleepy, but she's okay with it. Wendy Choo ready to compete here. And this is a woman that's been a SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion. So a woman has so much to give. It's been very, her potential has not been fully reached yet, I think. She still has a lot to go. And it's still not been drafted yet as well, so we are waiting for Naomi to get drafted eventually. That's going to be a big name once she gets picked up by somebody, once someone actually decides to take Naomi into their company. I can't wait to see who chooses Naomi, who chooses to give her the bright spotlight that she deserves, or the bright neon lights that she deserves. We're going to wait to see who takes Naomi. The crowd here tonight chanting NXT, NXT, because they know what they're in front of. No, Naomi's been... As these ladies battling it out, fighting out for control to see how they will square up this lineup here, how they will square this up and see where this goes. Naomi still waiting for her home, still waiting to see where she goes, but same as Carmella and the same as Wendy. They're all waiting to see where their future is going to lie, where they're going to be drafted, who's going to take them, who's going to show them the way. As there goes Naomi, going to show that what she's able to do is just so much, not just in the ring, but outside the ring. The great ad, a great ambassador to have to your brand. Someone who has a lot of value, but still has not been picked up yet. And hopefully in the next round, the picks are in, but hopefully in round 25, the WWE sees that and they add her to the competition that they will have there in that division. I mean, they recently just took Elias, so why not? Why not give Charlotte and Ronda Rousey some competition? With the former women's champion like Naomi, and Wendy is dominating right now. She's showing something. She's showing, hey, just because I'm the newbie of all of us doesn't mean I can't go. Doesn't mean I can't compete. Doesn't mean I can't do what needs to be done. But Carmella is like, hey, I've been there. I've been in your spot. I've been in NXT before. I know who you were. I've been that role. But look at me. I've evolved. I've become better. It's what I do. Carmella delivering big kicks there, and Wendy is down on the ground right now as Naomi now says, you know, it's a triple threat matchup. That's fine. I can make something happen. As Naomi waiting for one of them to turn around, and Carmella's like, you're taking too much taunting there, honey. Boom. A big shot there from Carmella. And what's been a heck of a night tonight with Drew McIntyre, Samoa Joe starting off the night. And then we had Blair Davenport and Shotzi Blackheart in a hell of a match. It's been in competition right now for the match of the night alongside the tag team matchup with two teams that have never teamed up before, in Alexander Hammerstone and Joe Gacy against Jay Lethal and Danny Burch. Again, that's what this is going to bring now. This is what this draft is going to bring. A lot of different pairings, a lot of random pairings like that, but we saw the magic that it produced, and it was a hell of a matchup in the ring. Now, what is this? What is going on here? What is... Oh, dropped her face first there. That's a good way to do it there. And super kick time! Super kick time by Wendy. Wendy Charles trying to get the win there. Naomi's like, I'm going to run to that and not let you get the W. Let's do that instead. We're going to run to you and I'll let you get that because I don't want that as your win. Neck breaker there. And now Carmella. Whoa. Oh, she's doing a little taunting there, but says, hey, a DDT like that needs a little bit of, oh, whoa. What kind of pin is this? A seductive pin, I could see that, but still. Carmella was trying to get the win like that over Naomi. It's not, oh, a code. Oh, that kick is going to put you down. And oh, Naomi's like, no, I don't, that's not going to put me down like that yet. Drop kick to the back of Carmella's head. Naomi says, welcome to my world. Is Wendy Cho about to feel the glow? No. I think Naomi's about to be nap time. Oh, nothing there. Kick right there to the under the leg. And Naomi went for a kick there, and Cho was able to kick out of that. Was able to find a way out of that. And now Wendy Cho is putting it all together. This is great. She's putting it all together, doing exactly what she needs to do, and stomping on the legs of Naomi. Naomi's in trouble again on the arm, and right now, Wendy Cho is dominating. Look at that suplex. She's turning into beast mode right now. Oh, running back inside, telling Carmella, like, I want you in the ring. Get in the ring. I'm going to get the pin. I'm going to get the W on you. The smack right there. Wendy, look at that look at that suplex there. An exploder suplex, and it did just at it explode. Oh, Naomi's able to cut that out. Naomi getting kicks here. Naomi's like, you're gonna feel the glow very soon. And again, the athletic ability by Naomi, full display there. She dropped knees instead of her body. She dropped knees onto Wendy Cho, and there's Carmella making the save. And now Carmella, back breaker. Gets her back broken by Naomi. Naomi now the one standing here. She's the one trying to prove that this is her moment here. This is her match. This is the way she can dominate, and that she wants to be drafted soon. And counter there. There's Wendy Cho now. Kick to the midsection by Naomi. Naomi's telling her, get up, get up. Kick to the midsection. Naomi rolling her around. Naomi's got a submission here. Look at that right there. You gotta say I quit or tap out as best as you can. But Naomi's got it right now onto Wendy Cho. The only way she either kicks out or finds a way, or she's finding a way out of it. She's finding a way out of this one. Carmella tried to break it up, but it didn't work because Wendy Cho moved out the way. And now Carmella's doing a little bit of too much taunting, and Wendy Cho's going to let her know that's too much. Explorer suplex there. That could be it. Wendy Cho. She saw Naomi was coming in. Oh, no, she's going for the pinfall. Naomi, this match's about to get away from you. Naomi doing some taunting, but Carmella able to kick out. The veteran Naomi normally doesn't do that, but I think she just wanted to get some taunts in. Oh, no, Wendy Cho with the counter here. What is this? Look at this. And what is going on? Oh, Naomi with the rub. But Carmella's like, no, we're not doing this. And Wendy Cho's trying to get the crowd behind her. That's not a problem. They're behind you. They like you. They love you. Jawbreaker there. Carmella is out. And now Naomi and Wendy Cho are back in this one. And here we go. And Naomi using the springboard right there. Again, the athletic ability from this former women's champion, former tag team champion. Naomi was like, okay. Oh, Wendy, I think Wendy was thinking of a kick. But look at the counter here by Naomi. Back to the submission again. Naomi really wants this one. By submission, Carmella. You better get in there, Carmella. Break this up here. Carmella. Oh! Naomi got her just right before Carmella could save the day. And Naomi's like, come on. I know y'all feeling the glow with that one. And Naomi says, that's a W in my books. That's the win. That's how I do things nowadays. I get wins. And when will she be picked? When will Naomi be off the board? A great addition to your roster. She can definitely help you out so much. Round 25. Here we go. WWE says, hey, Naomi's out there. But we're going to pick one half of her, her husband, and he is one half of the Usos. The Usos are remaining in WWE. I'm surprised their name was still out there. I mean, so many great tag teams were taken out. There was other tag teams that were younger that were taken before the Usos. You had Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman selected before the Usos by WWE. I think they took a risk and they were like, let's go with it. Next one, Impact Wrestling says we're going to keep one of our big veterans, one of the guys we like the most, and we're going to keep Chris Sabin up to par as Chris Sabin remains with Impact Wrestling. Up next, ECW, WCW. This one's getting this one. WCW is getting this one, and they're very happy because this guy could be a great addition to a division. He was part of WWE, but he's going to be going to WCW as Gran Malik is going to WCW. Up next, AEW up next. Says, hey, we're going to keep again to the same thing. We don't have to go anywhere because we're happy with the roster that we had. And whose house is it going to be? Swerve Scott is staying all elite. Out next, this one's going to NXT. They're going to go for someone from MLW. I guess they say, this is an option? Okay, we're going to go over there. But they're going to take Jacob Fatu. That's been one of their big heavy hitters in MLW, and he'll be bringing his talents to NXT. Up next from the National Wrestling Alliance. This will be the last pick of this round before we get to the final pick of tonight, of Tuesday, of day 2. This one is going to be a double pairing of Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans from Impact Wrestling. Good picks right there. It's solid right there, adding to your women's division. NWA, understanding that they have that women's division they got to fill out as well. They had Chelsea Green in there recently, so we're going to move on to the next match, to our main event tonight. As a man that was a Intercontinental Champion, he will no longer be that champion. They got to take that title belt away from him. Take it away from him. He's no longer the Intercontinental Champion. He's in Impact Wrestling. They will take that belt away. Nakamura just wants to show that he was the Intercontinental Champion, and he is no longer the Intercontinental Champion. No, Ricochet was also the Intercontinental Champion as well, but Nakamura said, hey, I do what I want. I'm a rock star. Get over it. And here comes his opponent tonight. Nakamura's opponent is from NXT UK. Very the bastard Brock. Yeah, little things, you know. The bastard Brock, the bastard Bay is not a word that's loud. He is a bastard. Pac is here, baby. Pac is ready to go up against Nakamura in the main event tonight, as we will close out Tuesday night tonight with this matchup between Pac and Nakamura. Pac says, this is my new home. This is where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Like, I guess this is where I'm at. And what a match is going to be, Nakamura against Pac. As Nakamura knows that his home will be in Impact Wrestling, while Pac knows that his home will be here in NXT UK. You know, you gotta wonder, you know, with that, Pac would be the one that said he didn't want to come here, but I guess he's open to the thought of it, like saying, hey, you know what, why not try it out? Why not give it a go over there and see what they actually bring? As Pac was just selected a round after Nakamura. Fun fact here, that's something I'm throwing out there, it's a fun fact, yeah. With Pac right now, we're going to slow it to my pace. We're going to do my kind of style. And again, Blair Davenport, who's an NXT UK superstar, was able to come out here tonight and then say, hey, this is my ring. This is what I'm going to dominate. She picked up the win. So you got to wonder if Pac will bring that same kind of mentality here tonight, or if he's just here to have a great match with Nakamura, win or lose. If that's what he's here for. Look at Pac right there. Quick to the start and knows, hey, this is just the beginning of the matchup. It's obviously I want to set the pace up and I want to dominate the whole time. But look at Pac with a shooting star press. Says, yeah, I do this all the time. I do it like nothing. And says he's going to do it again. Pac says, watch me do it again. Pac's like, doing it again. Oh, Nakamura says, you're not going to get it twice in a row. What's wrong with you, man? Pac was trying to get fancy here, trying to show off. I think he's trying to have fun here in this matchup with Nakamura. Nakamura says, okay, you want to have fun? Let's have some fun. Let's give this crowd something to talk about. As we know that the next round, round 26, we'll start off with the National Wrestling Alliance, close out with WWE. So you gotta wonder where they're all going with their drafts. A great couple shows that we've had here on Raw, on Nitro, on Power, NXT, and now NXT UK. You know, it's been a hell of a time right now. This is the 5th show. This is technically the halfway mark. We are past the halfway mark, actually. We just passed in the last matchup. We are past the halfway mark of the draft. So many names have come out to wrestle. So many names have fought. So many names have been picked yet. There's still a lot of names that are still remaining on the draft board. So you still know that there's still a lot of talent you can still grab. The Usos were just recently grabbed in around 25. You know? You still have Ember Moon out there. You still have Troy Miguel. You have Shelton Benjamin. You have Dakota Kai, Mercedes Martinez, Carmella Ali. You have Nick Hamorello, Ty Conti, Roderick Strong. You have Tommy Dreamer out there. Yeah, that's right. He's putting himself his name out there. You have Hook. You have Tomohiro Ishii out there. You have Jamie Hayter, Cora Jade. Selena Vega is out there. The Bollywood boys are out there. Jonah is out there. Danhausen is still out there. The Hybrid 2. There's a lot of names still out there, and eventually somebody will be picked up there. You still have Karrion Kross out there still. Dakota Kai's out there. I said Dakota Kai twice, but there's still somebody out there. The Dark Order. There's just so much names here that I'm reading off that are still left on the board. It's a lot of talent that can still bring to you. And some people won't even get drafted. That's the one thing about it. Well, those names can go wherever they choose to go, whenever they want to go. And look at Pac dropping him down right there. Says, hey, I'll do what I want to do, buddy. Right now, Pac and Nakamura battling it out. It's been a seesaw battle here tonight between these two. Well, look at Pac trying to go for a superplex, but Nakamura says, let's counter that and drop you out of the equation. Nakamura not really known for his high-risk maneuvers, but says, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a chance. Let's see what I got. Oh, Nakamura says, I can fly sometimes. I know Nakamura is very happy about his position where he's going to be at. He's going to be alongside Randy Orton, The Miz, Okada, Bryan Danielson. It's the name of who's who in wrestling. They have that over there in Impact Wrestling. They're very happy with their draft selections here. And Nakamura went for the... I think he was thinking Kinsha's out of nowhere, but Pac said, I don't think that's going to happen soon enough. And now, Pac, Brain Buster! And Pac might be thinking the end of the match is here. I'm closing it out. I'm going to show the fans here what I'm going to bring to the equation. And Nakamura, it could be it. That's it. No, Nakamura kicks out. And Pac's like, I kind of expected that. I was waiting for it. He's like, good. He's like, good. You're not going to give up too easily. That's how Pac likes it. Pac wants a fight. And he's getting a fight from Nakamura here tonight. The King of Strong Style will have a chance again to continue his name like that in Impact Wrestling. And a double knees to the back of Nakamura. Going for more kicks, going for more kicks, going for more kicks here. Nakamura in trouble now. Oh, come on. Again, working on the back of Nakamura. Now, again, kicks to the face, and the brutality right now being on full display from Pac. Pac knows that he'll have to deal with the House of Black. He'll have to deal with names like that here, and he knows that it's not going to be easy. He's going to have to deal with names like Sheamus, Ilya Dragunov, Kenta, Tyler Bate, Rush. You notice that the names that are going to be on there are not going to be easy names to compete against. He'll have to compete against Minoru Suzuki, another hard hitter. It's going to be quite the hard hitting company there with NXT UK. I mean, so the next pick's going to go to NXT though. NXT will take the next pick in round 26. It's not bad. That's who's getting the next pick for WCW and ECW's picks. I'm looking at that. I'm being told right now who's getting the next pick for which one. Okay, WCW will get the next pick. Nakamura. Go! Nakamura, I thought he had him there. No. Sorry, buddy. Oh, Nakamura with some yes kicks here. What? Whoa. Kinshasa. No, I'm just kidding. Nakamura hoping that was good enough to get him. No, the guest kicks weren't enough to get him there. And here comes Pac. Hit to the back. Oh, dodged him there. Pac said, I saw you. You thought I wasn't going to know that. And Pac was able to dodge Nakamura there. You know, Pac has him in the middle of the ring here. Oh, no, counter there. Let's go. Kinshasa! Kinshasa! Pac! And Kinshasa out of nowhere. Pac was trying to set him up. And Nakamura telling him, thank you for the fight. Nakamura with the win. Pac telling himself, I had fun with the match. I messed up. One bad decision led to it all. One Kinshasa put it away. And now we're going to close out round 26 here and close out night number 2 of the draft. We are past the halfway mark now, as it will be NWA's first pick of round 26. They're going with the tag team, the Von Erichs. That's a big one right there. We'll see if they show up. They're like, there's only one company we want to go to if we get selected, and we're not going to tell anybody, but we're going to see if they do. If they do go to the National Wrestling Alliance. Next one goes to NXT, and this pick will go to NXT, and it's a lady that we've seen fight already recently on Power just last night. It is Ember Moon. Ember Moon is going to be a big addition there for NXT. She knows that place pretty well. And up next, AEW All Elite Wrestling will select their first ever women's champion in Rio. Rio will stay All Elite, and it's not surprising me, they're sticking very close to their guns, AEW. And up next, for WCW, they are taking El Legado de Fantasma. They are sticking with that. They are taking those 3 men. They are taking Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wild, and Raul Mendoza. It's a good pick right there. It's in that division. They will have a cruiserweight division as well, and a tag team division as well to fill up. And those are good spots there for WCW and Eric Bischoff. Impact Wrestling up next says, hey, you know what? We have a tag team division as well for the women. We're going to take ourselves the Inspiration. Who again, they could be there, they could not be there. They've been talking about rumors about leaving, taking a break from the business. But we'll see if they choose to stay in Impact Wrestling. And the last pick of round 26, she's the former NXT Women's Champion. No longer the NXT Women's Champion because every title has been reset, except for the Universal Championship because no one wants to take it away from Brock Lesnar. It is Mandy Rose, and by herself. Okay. Doesn't come in with Toxic Attraction here, but she will be going to WWE as Mandy Rose will be headed there. Round 26 is now over. NXT UK is now done. We will see you tomorrow night on Dynamite.